Okay, so this morning we're doing a review of the Chaser Plus Hangover pills. You've probably seen these on TV commercials. You've probably also seen them on the shelves at gas stations or on the counter at a gas station. I think at the gas stations they normally come in cardboard boxes where you just get like 2 or 4 of them. How these work, basically you take 2 of them after your first drink and then take 2 every 4 to 6 drinks thereafter. And supposedly you're not supposed to have a hangover in the morning. I guess it's 9 o'clock in the morning right now. I think I got home last night at about 3 o'clock, stayed up till about 3:30 and went to bed. So just the fact that I'm up at 9 in the morning making this YouTube video, I think says something about the pills. Prior to buying these, I'd actually watched a couple YouTube videos. There was a guy comparing these pills with a pill called Alcohol X, and he seemed to be claiming Alcohol X was better, although I think he was also an affiliate for Alcohol X. So I mean, the guy stands to make money, so obviously he's going to say that one's better. But his claim was that these are these chasers are made up of activated carbon, which you find in like air filters, water filters. It's probably in your Brita filter. If you have a fish tank, you probably got it in your fish filter. He claimed the idea behind these being that the activated carbon kind of soaks up all the impurities in the alcohol you're drinking. The reason and how he claimed Alcohol X works and why it's better, his claim was that, and I know this part is true, when you drink, you're drinking alcohol, which I guess obviously is a poison to humans. But when your liver breaks down the alcohol, it turns it into another chemical, and I can't remember the name off the top of my head. I believe it starts with an L. But that other chemical is actually a lot more, I guess, toxic than alcohol. And his claim was that the Alcohol X pills help your body rid itself of whatever this byproduct of alcohol that your liver makes is. And so he was saying those were better. He actually cut one of these open, and it did look like charcoal inside of it. He rubbed it on his finger. So we're going to do a little experiment for you in a second and cut one of these open too. But when you look at the ingredients, I don't know if you can see this, but cinchona, lobelia, nuxvam, quercus gland, ronc bulb, zinc met, those are under the ingredients, and under other ingredients you got calcium carbonate and below that carbon. So it doesn't seem like carbon is, unless some of the other things are carbon just by other names, it doesn't seem as if it's all activated carbon. It seems like there's zinc and some other things in there. I've kind of heard mixed things when it comes to why you get hangovers. Some people say it's because you're dehydrating yourself, you're kind of getting rid of all the vitamins and stuff in your body. Others say it's more dehydration and not enough water. So I guess it makes sense that these would have some kind of vitamins and things in them. Also, the whole kind of carbon idea behind it kind of makes sense. Just to give you an idea what I had to drink last night, I wasn't really keeping that close a track, but I would say maybe about 6 gin and tonics and a couple beers. That's kind of a pretty heavy night of drinking for me. Back in college, I was a big partier, big drinker. After college, used to go out, probably both weekend nights and a couple weeknights as well. Hitting the bars and in the after hours bars, and then normally party too, and coming home when the sun's coming up. And I never really used to get that bad of hangovers. I used to do a lot of partying. These days I'm kind of a homebody. I don't do a lot of drinking. When I do some drinking, it's probably 2, 3, maybe 4 beers at the most. But I'm kind of a lightweight these days, and I'm really susceptible to hangovers. A lot of times, even something just like 3 or 4 beers, to where I'm not even really feeling especially buzzed the night before. I'll just wake up with a splitting headache, upset stomach. So I get hangovers pretty easy. So last night, that was, I know to some people it may not be a real heavy night of drinking, but for me that was a pretty heavy night of drinking, and I'm still feeling pretty good this morning. A slight headache, not terrible at all, just a slight headache, but I didn't take any Advil last night or today, so that kind of makes sense. I'm obviously kind of tired. I only got a couple hours sleep, and no pill is going to take care of lack of sleep. But I'm feeling a little bit tired, but my stomach isn't uneasy or queasy at all. My stomach's feeling great this morning. Just got a very slight headache. But overall, I'd have to say these pills do work. I don't know how well they would work had I just gone out and had a night of drinking without taking some precautions. I did drink about a liter of water before going out. Also, obviously, because it was a reunion, they served like a 3-course sit-down meal. So after I think like an hour or two, cocktail hour, we did have a big meal and then went back to drinking. So, and also throughout the night, I think I had maybe 2 or 3 glasses of water as well. And these are all things I normally don't do. I normally don't eat while I'm out drinking. I normally don't drink water throughout the night. and I also normally don't drink water before I go out to prepare. So I'm sure all those things had somewhat of an effect on me not feeling bad today. But I also got to give some credit to the Chaser Plus pills. I don't know, shoot, for all I know, it could be a kind of a mind thing to where it's yeah, worked as much in your head as it does in actuality. But overall, I'm pretty happy with these pills. I think they worked pretty well. I'll have to try them again sometime. Part of the reason I don't go out a lot is because of the hangovers. You know, I don't want to waste my whole weekend days away not feeling good. So, you know, if these things actually work, I may wind up going out a little bit more in the future. But yeah, so far I'd have to say I'm happy with the pills. I want to say it's about $22 for a bottle of 40 pills. And real quick before we sign off here, we will you know, cut one of these open for you and see what's inside. Let's see, can you see that? So here's the pill. Oh wow, and it looks like that guy was right. If you look at this, I'm trying to see if you can you see that? It's pretty much all black in there, but you can see white stuff interspersed in there. So I imagine there are some zinc and some other, you know, minerals and vitamins and stuff. We'll see if we rub our finger on the thing. I don't know if you can see that, but it is leaving kind of a charcoal type color on my finger. Yeah, not really much of a smell to it, but yeah, I guess it does look like these do have carbon in them, but I guess it does have a few other little things. Maybe I'll have to do a little bit more research on these pills and how they work and do a follow-up video. But yeah, just wanted to do a quick video review. Sorry if this was a little bit unorganized and scatterbrained. I'm going on probably about 3 hours of sleep, you know, after a night of drinking. But yeah, I have to say these worked pretty well, and I'm happy with them, and I would recommend buying them. I'll have to try the Alcohol X and see how they work in comparison. But yeah, definitely recommend going out and picking these up. Thanks a lot, and have a good morning.